This week, I'm taking a really big step in my disc golf career, actually kind of this whole entire month, and I want to explain why I'm doing it now and when you should do this for yourself if you're planning on playing competitive disc golf and growing in the sport. Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf, or if you're new, my name is Anthony, and even if you've been here, you might not know my story. I started playing disc golf only in January of this year because I told one of my best friends, Sam, that since I'm traveling full-time in my van, we were parked next to a disc golf course, and I just played it with an ultimate frisbee disc. So he actually gave me my first disc ever, which I have way back in these bins. Let me know if you want a video on my whole disc golf setup living in the van. And he gave me 5 of them, and I have one left, which is now sentimental to me. It's this AVR X3. So this one I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of. But as you can tell, pretty quickly in these 7 months, I've gotten addicted to disc golf. And since starting just a little bit ago, I have played over 200 rounds. Yeah, at almost 100 courses. So if anyone has me beat in 7 months, please let me know, but I doubt it. But since I don't like to do anything halfway, I kind of got super into it and honestly got pretty good pretty fast. So I played my first tournament in April. Didn't do super well there, but since April, I've been trying to play tournaments as I can as we travel on the road, and I've played 5 or 6 of them, won one tournament shooting 970 golf, and all these have been in MA2. Which kind of brings me to what we want to talk about today, which is when you should move up your division. Because ultimately, I want to move my division from MA2 all the way to playing and cashing and maybe even eventually winning on the Pro Tour, which is kind of a big goal, which is a little daunting, but sounds fun. Let's go throw some discs. That sounds more fun than just talking. And if you want to follow the journey of me trying to go from starting 7 months ago to being a professional disc golfer, please subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of videos planned and already shot because I'm trying to also beat par at over 100 courses. Today is Wednesday, and honestly, since I travel all the time, I play most of the tournaments that I play blind, meaning I've never seen the courses before. And this weekend isn't going to be any different, and it's actually 3 different courses. I'm playing the Third Coast Championship, and if you want to follow along with me as I'm playing these tournaments, my PDGA number is right here, 210763. But this is going to be my first tournament playing MA1. And I wasn't actually planning on moving up to MA1 from MA2 until I had won 2 tournaments, because that's some advice that I had gotten for a while, was to win 2 tournaments before you actually move up. I won one in Las Vegas, and then I should have won a second tournament in Denver, Colorado area, except I ended up choking at the end of that tournament and threw away a really big lead I had going into the back 9, and all of it has been in MA2. However, one of the biggest parts of disc golf is the mental game of disc golf. And for some reason, whenever I play MA2, I feel bad about playing intermediate because I know when I play with people, I have people tell me that I should be playing open, and I know that I can compete because some tournaments that I've competed at, I would have competed in MA1. And so I think mentally, I'm already seeing myself as an advanced player instead of intermediate. So when I do end up playing intermediate, I don't feel like I'm challenging myself. Jeez, I can't make a putt right now when I'm talking. I don't really feel like I'm challenging myself like I should be. And for me, playing MA1 just feels right. So sometimes that's just how it's gonna have to be, especially if it's your first tournament. If you're playing with your buddies and you have played with someone who has played a tournament before, you can always ask them where they think you should play, and they'll probably let you know. But honestly, if you feel like you're winning a lot of your cards, or you just wanna challenge yourself, why not play MA2? As long as your rating is below 900 after that first tournament, you can always go and drop down to MA3. But if your rating's above 900, then you chose the right division to play in MA2. Because if you shoot under 900, you can play MA3. Anything under 935, you can play MA2, and you can play MA1 for however long because it's the highest amateur division. Which is one of the reasons why I want to play that, because I want to be at the highest level of the game eventually. So I want to start pushing myself and competing at a much higher level. Well, that was short. Okay, but when do you move up after you've already played and have kind of settled into your division, which is what I had been doing. If you look at my PDGA right now, all my tournaments are in MA2, and my rating right now I think is 924. So just based on my rating, I don't have to move up. But essentially the 2 reasons I would say to move up are either 1, you feel like you want to be pushing yourself, because even if you move up, you can always move back down as long as your rating doesn't go too high. Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk while I putt now. Oh my gosh. Don't try to film talking videos while you putt. It does not go well, apparently. That's not an MA1 performance. But I would also say that you should move up after you've won 2 tournaments and then test the waters in the next division. If you're not able to compete at the next division, go back down. I don't think there's any harm in moving up and down between the divisions, but these are all just opinions of one guy who has only been playing for 7 months. So take that with what you will. But honestly, I think sometimes there's too much thought put into what division you need to play, and people obsess over it when just play a division. If it doesn't work out, play a different division. Like, It's all good. I swear, all these baskets are just leaning straight over. I will be filming updates all across these courses that I play. And the tournaments that I'm gonna play and the places are listed here in case anyone wants to caddy or just come out. But I will try to do daily updates after my tournament rounds. If that is something that interests you, definitely subscribe and like the video if this helps. I'm gonna give myself 3 chances for the ace. Oh, it's kind of a funky ace line. Okay, hit a tree. Tell you what, when you try to film an informational video while you play disc golf, it does not go well. Oh, dang it, I was trying to jinx it a bit. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, way too far. Get it. Ooh, baby. If you want to learn how to putt like that, which is actually first try, check out my most recent video on how to make longer putts. Also, forgot to put this in the video so far, but one of my goals for these 4 tournaments I'm going to be playing in September and the first day of October is to get my first 1,000 rated round. So